Oh, shoot. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty at all. We have, again, oh, shoot. Almost died. I said all that for no reason. I'll be forgetting I'm buff. What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. Today, I'm just gonna be helping my grandma out. I got an off day, and really, I'm using today to really test out my little brother. My little brother's holding the camera. We got the big ATL trip coming in about a month, not a month, a week. And I really wanted to kind of like test him with being my cameraman because I'm flying him out and paying for him for everything. We go to ATL. So I decided to use today as a content day, a content practice day for him, and kind of combo that with helping my grandma. So two birds with one stone, helping my grandma do some yard work while also having my little brother kind of like practice holding the camera and just being a dope cameraman. And then eventually he might get a job working for Mr. Credit the Wolf as a cameraman. So we will see, we will see. But yeah, y'all can see I'm in my work shed now. I'm about to jumpstart my ATV. Show them the ATV, Blair. Like, I barely use that thing because, like I said, I use it for the winter. So it was a tax write-off on my construction company where I use it to put a snow plow on it and I shovel snow with it in the winter. So in the summertime, I really don't use it that much unless I do want to go for a ride. And the battery keeps dying because I don't use it. So right now I'm kind of cleaning everything up and I got to jump start it. And then I got to clean off my trailer and everything. But yeah, y'all can see, man, I don't stay organized with the construction company no more, man. I got so many other things that I kind of manage now that it's real difficult to keep organized and keep clean with all my tools, which I hate. Like, I love staying organized and I love, you know, staying clean. So like the fact that like my storage is like this kind of like blows me a little bit, but we're gonna get more organized soon. I might actually organize it today for more content, but we will see. But yeah, my grandma, that's my ride or die. That's my best friend. And one thing about our relationship is, for one, we're like this, and then two, I grew up working at her house. Like, that's how I learned the trades, was at her house and just taking care of her property. And of course, now that she's older, she can't really do the things that, you know, she wants to do. So whenever I can, I try to my best to make the time to, you know, I cut her grass every other day, you know, to make sure her grass is maintained. And I used to be able to, you know, do chores around the yard still for her. But as I got more busy, you know, I'm not able to do that as much. So I know she'd be real happy that I made time today for her, just so I can come through and take care of those weeds, because she got like a giant yard. A giant yard. And I know she has a barn back there. And with the barn, it's a whole bunch of weeds, which y'all see. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut the weeds for her. And then after I cut the weeds for her, I'm gonna have my ATV and I have a cart on the back. Show them the cart, Blair. Put the weeds on the cart, take them to the front yard just so the city can get rid of them. And then, yeah, just kind of help her a little bit, just so she's not looking so bogus in her yard. So that's pretty much my daily project. Back to doing blue collar work. It's funny because no matter how hard I try to get out of blue collar work, I can never leave it. Never. Long as I went without doing it was probably about a good, how long, Blair? Maybe like a month?
Yeah.
Went a month without doing it. And I ended up coming right back to where I belong. I don't think I'm ever gonna leave this industry. I don't think I'm gonna leave the blue collar work. Somebody commented on one of my posts, I'm a hybrid collar. That was some funny stuff. And it was real. It was real. That was scary. I thought I was gonna chop my hand off. You wanna use an axe today, Blair? A hatchet?
Sure.
The weeds are huge, don't get me wrong. We won't need that much stuff though. I think I'm gonna have the hatchet just for fun, honestly. I don't need it, but I'll just use it for fun. Use a jigsaw and then a sway blade. I don't know if you guys know what a sway blade is, but it's a farmer's tool to cut tall grass and weeds. You literally use it like a golf club. If I can find it, it might be in the garage. So I'm gonna show you that in a little bit, but it's just a piece of wood with a kind of like a rigid blade. You just swing it, cuts tall grass and weeds like butter. All right, y'all, so it was in the garage. So this is exactly what I was talking about. This is an underrated beast. When I tell y'all, when my grandma first showed me this, I'm like, what is this scythe that you're giving me? This mythical weapon. Man, when I tell y'all this does damage to everything, oh my goodness, underrated for real. I use this thing all the time. Like, come here real quick, Blair. Look at that. I don't know if that was a flower or not, it was already dead, but y'all can see the tall grass. Look at how easy it is chopping away at the grass. I can literally cut the grass with this, man. This thing is insane. Weed killer for sure. But like I was saying earlier though, my ATV is dead. Hold on real quick. We got to flex the vehicles real quick. We got the 2022 Ford Maverick right here. We got the 2024 Chevrolet Stingray. And then we got the ATV right here. I think this is a 2023, what is it? C-Moto C-Force. Forgot the name, but I'm gonna tell y'all once I remember. Either way, 3 blacked out vehicles. I love it. I gotta name my truck. I haven't named my truck, but I know my Vet, that's Blackwing. This is Baby Tank. I don't wanna call that Tank because it's a small truck, so it's like, it'd be weird calling it Tank. But y'all get the point. Got the blacked out whips. But I have to jump start my ATV because I barely ride it. And this thing is a pain to jump start because it's in the most awkward position and I gotta end up pushing it. And this thing is heavy as crap. Well, never mind, I'm strong. Dang, I said all that for no reason. I'd be forgetting I'm buff. All right, so to jump start it, it's just like a car. Batteries back here. Jumper cables, I believe, are in the garage. Where are the jumper cables? Do you know where the jumper cables are? Right here, perfect. I can just sense where things are. Got that passive ability. All right, y'all, so if y'all don't know how to jump a car or any vehicle, it's easy. I'm gonna show y'all right now. All you do is match colors. That's all you do. So first, you go red to red. But here's the thing though. So this is a hybrid vehicle. So I don't have black right here. I do have black, but it says right there, can't jump with it, right? So if you don't have a black, you put it on any piece of metal. That's how you ground it. You ground it by putting it on any piece of metal. So I put it right here, right? Boom. So black is grounded on any piece of metal on the frame. And also we have it on red, which is the actual power. Then on the ATV, we have, again, oh shoot, almost died. We put this red right here. Boom. And then black is right here. Make sure you got a good grip on there. Then, once you do that, start up the vehicle, let it run for a couple minutes, and then to start. Very simple. Y'all can hear how quiet this hybrid is. This pickup truck was the best investment I made because it allowed me to grow all my vehicles, because this truck was only, I think I got it for 25K, brand new off the lot, custom built exactly how I wanted it to. Like, my payment on it is like $380 a month, and it allowed me to get my first like actual vehicle, because before this I had a 2003 Chevy Trailblazer. It was way more expensive to have the Trailblazer than this truck, because I was putting at least $500 a month in gas into it, and also I had a bunch of maintenance, at least $500 a month in maintenance. So the truck costed me $900 a month, versus this is a hybrid. It still takes gas, but the car note is like $380, and then gas, I put like $40 for like 2 weeks. I spent less than $100 a month on gas in this vehicle. So this truck actually not only saved me a bunch of money in comparison to my used vehicle that I had, but also it's a truck. So I was able to grow my construction company with it. So it literally multiplied my income to get to the point where, hey, I got an ATV. Then after that, it got to the point once I paid off the ATV and said, hey, I can get a vet. So like that truck was literally one of the best investments I ever made. So let's see if this bad boy works now. Got it. All right. Just that simple, boys. We can get this show on the road. Perfect. I'm gonna let that run for a little bit just so it can hopefully recharge the battery. I'm hoping I don't need a new battery. That's what I think I need, because for the last like couple months it's been doing that, where if I let it sit for, no, if I just turn it off, it's not even letting it sit no more. When I just turn it off, I just need to jump it. So like, even when I go to my grandma's house, fingers crossed I don't need to jump it again, because that would be very annoying to do. Actually, let me check to see if I need to jump it again. If I need to jump it again, I'm not taking it. Well, I'm gonna take it just to work it to see if it would fix itself over time. But I'm really hoping I don't need to keep jumping it, because that would make things a little bit more difficult and more annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot I got a trailer too. Every time I bring up my vehicles, I always forget about a trailer. Even though it's technically not a vehicle, but I still bring it up because it's a big accessory to a vehicle. I'm rushing, y'all. I totally forgot I had to hitch it down. Now don't destroy my truck. Don't destroy my truck. I didn't destroy my truck, y'all. I don't think. Blair was supposed to remind me that you're supposed to latch it down. I indeed did not latch it down. And it's giving me a hard time. There we go. All right, part two. There we go. Now, when transporting this, always keep it in neutral. I had to learn about that like a month after I got it. I used to put it in park, and you would think to put it in park, but because it's on a trailer, it's gonna move back and forth. So that actually ruins the transmission and everything on the vehicle when it's tied up and it's still moving around a little bit. It actually messes up things. So you wanna keep it in neutral to give it kind of like that free range of motion so it doesn't damage anything when you transport it. And usually I just put two straps on, one in the front, one in the back, two tie downs. Two wretched tie downs would usually do the trick, because we're just going up the street. Usually what I do is I just wrap it around the bumpers. And these were additions to the steel parts on the front and the back. I added that. Wanted to make it more aggressive. And by the way, y'all, my grandma don't even know about us coming, so it's gonna be a surprise for her. And I know she's gonna be real happy, because she talks all the time about, oh, I miss when you weren't busy and you'll come over and do work. Well, yeah, it was child labor. Of course everybody would be happy about that. But now I'm an adult and I have bills and I have to work like a loser. Still make time for the ones that I love. We're good to go now. Y'all got everything loaded, so now it's time to what is the word from Elden Ring? Transverse? What's the word, Blair? Transverse? Now it's time to travel. It's time to travel to my grandma's house and see her, see my grandfather, and let them know on the surprise on how Blair's the cameraman and I'm still their child slave for the day. So I'll see y'all and tap in with y'all as soon as we touch down over there. All right, y'all, we just made it, as y'all can see, and my worrisome grandma is out here doing something she's not supposed to. She's not supposed to be out here working that, you know, hard, but she's out here anyway, doing things she's not supposed to.
I went for a walk and I just got back.
Well, I came bearing gifts.
What gift you came bearing?
I came with Blair's a cameraman to vlog me cutting down those weeds back there.
I'll give you a tip.
Oh, let me get it paid for it?
You know what the tip is? It's a big old hug and a
Ain't you the sweetest grandson?
Yeah, I had today off, and I'm having Blair practice vlogging because, you know, we go to Atlanta next week. So I said, what's the perfect way for him to vlog and train? I said, I guess I'll do some slave work for my grandma.
He ain't trying to get me to kiss him.
He's working, that's why. Don't mess with my employee, grandma. So what you out here about to do?
Oh, I was just gonna move those rocks up.
All right, y'all, so just made it to the backyard. As y'all can see, it's a bunch of weeds on this barn, and that's what we're gonna tackle today. So, oh dang, I don't got no battery. Well, my grandma got some batteries I can borrow, but regardless, I'm finna hop out, and I was actually supposed to bring a cart for my ATV, and that's why I brought my ATV, so I can haul it to the front yard so the city can pick it up, but I forgot it. But I think my grandma has like a cart back there we can put it on so we can make some things shake so I don't gotta run back home and grab it. But yeah, that's on the agenda for today. This is literally where I grew up. Show the yard, Blair. Show how huge this yard is. And this is literally where I grew up, y'all. This is where I gained all my skill from of doing carpentry and being blue collar. Literally out here, what, 3-4 years old, working, grinding, not only out here, but inside too. But yeah, I used to put in work out here, y'all, like truly. And like I said, now that I'm older, I don't have time to do it, but I have time today, and that's what all that matters. So that's what we're gonna do, is get started chopping this down. Now that weed's too tough for it. But look at this, how easy it's coming down. Now the hardest part, just like any job, is the cleanup. So this is gonna be the fun part, taking everything down. It's the cleanup that's gonna be a pain. Now, what I'm doing is getting the tall grass and kind of like those watery, kind of like soft weeds. Because obviously this thing isn't gonna chop down one of those like thick weeds. Like for example, this, right? This is why I got the jigsaw for, which is going to completely cut that down. But like I said, I'm just kind of going around now and just getting all the tall grass, these, you know, tall weeds like this, just to clear it up some. And that's the majority of everything anyway. So nice, simple work. And I should be done with this fairly quick. Like I said, the hardest part is the cleanup, because as y'all can see, I'm just chopping stuff down. This is nothing difficult, nothing complicated. But yeah, y'all, like I keep saying in all my content, like that's the difference between me and other kind of like credit influencers and just influencers, period. Like I'm not downplaying anybody by any means, but I actually work. And again, I'm not downplaying everybody because everything is difficult, everything requires skill. But I can confidently say that I'm like the best of both worlds, where I can create content and I'm still learning, but I'm able to balance both that with the content, with the credit, with actually working and getting my hands dirty. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty at all. That's how I grew up. That's how I got my first ounce of success, was getting out here doing things like this. Like this is fun to me. I enjoy doing stuff like this. It can be stressful at times, so don't get me wrong. But regardless, this is how I grew up. This was my video game. This was my fun. I didn't grow up on a video game. I didn't grow up watching YouTube. I didn't grow up doing any of that. I grew up doing stuff just like this. I say that to say that you can be successful on all levels. Like, a lot of people think, oh, you have to, you know, have some crazy business, like for example, marketing or a clothing brand. You don't have to have those businesses to be successful, especially in the Black community. Black community, we're really kind of like just focused on one thing, because we don't see that many young Black successful men working on different avenues. We don't see a lot of Black successful men working in real estate. We don't see a lot of young Black men working on credit. Like, the only thing that I typically see is like marketing and clothing brands right now. That's the hype right now. And there's nothing wrong with starting a clothing brand. I'm not saying don't do that if that's your passion. I'm just saying you don't have to follow trends. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You can do whatever you want. I created a successful construction company when people literally told me, oh no, you shouldn't do that. Because my current company is still a handyman business, but now it's general contracting. But I had little family members saying, hey, you shouldn't do handyman work. You should focus on one thing. I said, why? If I know how to do everything, why don't I just do everything? It's because it's unheard of. You don't really hear about Black handymen. So when they heard me bring it up, they didn't have a reference point to bring it to. You don't need a reference point. What you need is determination, a strong work ethic, and consistency. Because that handyman business is the reason why I'm where I'm at today. And y'all can see this sway blade is doing damage right now.
Mad thick. You think I should still do it?
You just cut it like chest level.
Chest level, yeah.
And then just cut it again at the ground. Come on, use some muscle. I want it to fall on you. Now finish cutting it. That right there is the most important part of having any skill. It's being able to show that skill and teach others, especially in your circle, your family, close friends, the people that are just interested in that skill. It's important to share that within the community and basically bring each other up. You know, my grandfather didn't have to teach me everything he knew about construction. He didn't, and that's just a fact. But he went out his way to do so. Of course, it's work on my end where I had to, of course, be willing to learn it. You know, I gotta be willing to learn this stuff and put in the work to become good at it. But he didn't, like I said, he didn't have to teach me this stuff. He didn't have to teach me any of this stuff at all. And that's what I kind of implemented to my life. That's why I wanted to start a mentorship program on something that I feel like everybody should know, because I wouldn't be in this position if people weren't so willing to teach me this information. I learned about construction by somebody else, I learned about credit from somebody else, learned about hygiene from someone else. I learned about everything from somebody else. I didn't just magically come across this knowledge, and nobody does. So it's important to just continue to pass down that torch, especially to your loved ones. So, of course, you know, I got my little brother out here being my cameraman, you know, but regardless, I'm still out here teaching him things. I'm teaching him how to work a camera and teaching him a skill that I just learned how to do, while also at the same time teaching him a skill that I've been doing my whole life. And he had the luxury of not doing it because, of course, he had me, but he's about to turn 18 soon. He got another year of high school, then he's gonna be 18 next year. And he needs to learn some things just to be a man, be a competent man. So that's the importance of not only learning the skill and mastering a skill, is being able to teach the skill onto others. That's very important. That's what I live by, honestly. I love teaching others and I love showing others how to do things because, again, it changed my life for the better. And my mom's a teacher, so, I mean, it's kind of in my blood, it's in my lifestyle. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if this ATV wants to start. Hopefully it does and it doesn't sell me. And it doesn't start, y'all. I have to jump it again. This is annoying. I guess I need a new battery, even though it's brand new. I don't know. I gotta take it to get to the shop and see what needs to be done to it, honestly. Because I can't believe it's brand new and it's acting like this. Like, age-wise, yeah, it's a little old. Got it about 2-3 years ago, and I barely ride it. But that's the issue, is because I barely ride it. But we worry about that later. Now, I got my hatchet. Let's see what this does against weeds. I know it does good against trees, but weeds, they're wet. So it's soft on the inside. So you gotta change your attack when chopping down weeds. Ugh. Hey, hey.
Oh, bro, I don't think you like that.
Bro, it's because it's a weed. It's soft on the inside. But it doesn't matter because I'm the strongest man alive. I'm like that enough. This keeps going. I don't know how people on TV make that look easy, bro. That is a workout. You want to give it a go?
No, bro. You got it.
Oh my goodness. Think I can get it in one slice?
Bro, you're not like that. No.
Oh, that's gonna be a cold clip. I knew that was gonna be a clip.
This nigga.
Oh, let's go to that cut. That's a clean cut. There's no skin coming off. That's a clean cut. Who's not like that? Last time I checked, I am like that. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Bro.
Don't matter, bro. I mastered this. You see, when I was chopping this down, I was gaining XP. Now I can one shot. I can 3-shot this. What you think?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Try that.
It's one. Okay, that was a paper cut.
Yeah, you slowed that.
That's 2. I did some damage. I'll get back. Dang it. Bro, this is a man's tool, bro. This is a lot of work. All right, y'all, so as my little brother's finished cutting those down, I'm going to get some jumper cables, jump that ATV, and get things rolling with that so I can start hauling it to the front and, you know, just start knocking this stuff out the way. We're pretty much almost done, honestly. Like I said, it wasn't going to be that big of a job. It's just weeds. It's not that killer. We've been here for about 30 minutes already, so I'm hoping to be pretty much done within a 2-hour frame. So we still got 1 hour and 30 minutes, but yeah, we knocking this stuff out. Y'all can see this yard is huge. It's a lot of work keeping up with this, man. A lot of work. W, granddad, for giving me some great advice. I gotta let the battery charge. I didn't even think about that. I just thought the alternator just automatically like fully charges everything. Like once it runs, it's gonna fully like max out. But grandfather, all-knowing grandfather, wisest man I know, told me that's not the case. So I'm gonna have to charge it, which I don't wanna do, but I gotta do it. I gotta take care of my stuff, man. I gotta take care of my stuff. So I'm gonna jump it, let it, you know, run continuously while we're working, and then just borrow his charger and just charge it all day today and just do it that way. Because I'm most definitely sick of having to do this. Or actually, I might just leave it here, honestly. Leave the ATV here and then just get it later. That's actually what I might do. Oh shoot, I'm about to blow myself up. The one thing I do not like about blue collar work, it always seems like things never want to work and work in your favor. Like you say it's an easy job, then you get to it and you run into every issue known to man that you would have never guessed you would run into because it's perfectly hidden. And then you get started and then you find it. So annoying. That's like my main reasoning for wanting to quit, because I love blue collar work. I love blue collar work. But when I tell y'all, it will be the simplest job. Hey, cut the grass. Hey, brush your teeth. And then you run into every single issue known to man. Oh my goodness, that literally be the worst. And I've been running into that the last like week into my construction project. It'd be a simple project, and then it'd just be random stuff that pop up left and right. It's just like, oh my goodness, I can't catch a break. And it makes a 1 hour project go on for days because of it. Oh my goodness, it's annoying. And we have life now. Perfect. All right, putting in work, I'm not gonna lie. All this was just there, like literally 10 minutes ago. We're out here putting in work. All right, so I got the ATV up and rolling now. My biggest thing now is simply finding a cart so I don't have to go back home. I do not see a cart inside the garage. I do not want to go back home. I gotta figure out some solution because I don't feel like going back home. I mean, we got a cart right here, but this thing on life support. Like, it don't even got a tire. It don't even got a tire. This thing's not gonna cut it. I can't even use my ATV, y'all. I left the cart, bro.
It's not.
And grandma don't got a cart, so we're just gonna have to load it in the truck and be boring. I was trying to clip farm and, you know, be cool on the ATV. But I talked to granddad. He said the reason why it's not starting is because the alternator, I thought the alternator would charge it while you let it run. That's not the case. So I'm gonna just leave it here and charge. So it wasn't a complete waste. I'm gonna just charge the ATV battery just so, you know, it's not dying all the time. So I'll be back. Oh my goodness, bro. I hate bugs. That nigga just went straight in my ear for no reason. All right, y'all. So got sidetracked and I most definitely abandoned y'all for a second. I was talking to my grandparents. But y'all can see I got the battery charging. That mug is dead. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So I'm gonna leave this here for a while and just charge it. I'm gonna just have it there just to charge. So now I'm gonna go check on my little brother, and he done. He was working, putting in work while I was gone. I'm not gonna lie, finished it quick. So all we gotta do is clean up, and then I don't need to cut the grass. I'm not even gonna waste the gas for real. But yeah, we already done with everything. We can see the barn again. You know, don't gotta be perfect. Go in here with the sway blade one more time, put some weed killer down. And yeah, once we put the weed killer down, we will be A-okay, y'all. Look at that, complete difference. It only took like an hour worth of work. Look at this, completely different. Like I said, put some weed killer down, we will be A-okay, y'all. All right, y'all, so we're pretty much all done now. We got a couple extra weeds along my grandma's fence just to get a little bit extra stuff done. But look at all these weeds. This giant pile. So like I said, we're gonna let this sit here, let it dry out a little bit, die some more, and then host a bonfire, a giant bonfire. But we have some more work now. My girl's sister is now getting a new place. So we're gonna help her move. And again, my little brother gonna be with me again, practicing on how to work the camera and stuff. Some little training for him. And then two, just more work to be done. So more grinding, more helping out people. Cause like I said, that's what today is for anyway, to kind of just go around. If somebody needs help them. But yeah, y'all, so today's gonna be a pretty eventful day. But that's like a couple hours from now though. So for now, once we're done with this, what we're gonna do is, or what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show my little brother some more camera stuff, how to upload files from the camera to the computer, how to read different files, things like that. And then just edit some content, content stack, plan everything, and then planning my ATL trip. You know, I can't wait for that trip, y'all. I didn't tell y'all about it yet, but essentially I'm hosting a ATL credit content mansion trip where I'm having my mentees in my mentorship program, and I sold some tickets online, where we're going out to Atlanta. We're gonna have a mini mansion, and I'm gonna have seminars, I'm gonna have guest speakers, and then two, it's just 72 hours straight content. I'm gonna be on TikTok live for 72 hours straight. And this is why I'm training my little brother so he can be my cameraman. I paid for his ticket. It's gonna be his first time on the plane, his first time traveling outside of like, you know, the Northwest Indiana, Chicago scene. So like, this is a really dope thing, you know. It's my first time taking my little brother out somewhere. He gets to experience some new things. And then just me hosting something like this, like, I can't wait to continue to do this more. And, you know, main purpose is to, of course, you know, put people on game, help them understand content, credit, things like that. But it's primarily to get content and really just kind of like showcase not only myself, but everybody around me. So really excited for that. It's a lot of planning, but regardless, that's what I'm going to kind of like focus on today. It's getting organizing and prep for that, just so I'm ready for it and I can be, you know, the best version of myself as I can be on that trip. And I got so many things planned. I'm so excited for it. And the content, I can't wait to show y'all the content, man. I got so many different ideas, and that's why I need my little brother with me so I can have him helping me. But yeah, man, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it's gonna be well worth it at the end. But yeah, my little brother done now, moving everything. So finna, where he at? Is he walking to the, where you go? That dude just disappeared. But yeah, so let me go to the front, say goodbye to my grandparents, and then yeah, just get ready to get on this move now. All right, what's up, y'all? Finally back. It's like 3-4 hours later. So right now I'm at my shorty house with the truck and the trailer, waiting for them to come outside so we can get everything and start moving her sister in her new spot. Waiting for them to come out. You know, women take forever to come out the house. But in the meantime, like I said, like I was gonna do, I edited some content and I also recorded some more content, some VSLs. So I created a couple VSLs, edited that real quick. But yeah, that's all today is really, is just kind of running around and collecting content for today.
Oh shit.
Completely failed.
Alright, you can just put it in the back seat wherever can fit like I got this one.
Ain't shit fitting in here, Day Day.
Like that, stop.
Ain't nothing getting in your well. What, the TV? Yeah, take them. Yeah, anything that's like a box, take out for sure.
Just close.
Why you hating?
It's literally closed, bro.
Leave that.
Trying to get to this box.
Nah, leave the boxes now. Take these bags. Dang, that wind got me. All right, that's good for the first round. Might gotta put some stuff back. All right, y'all, so finished the first round of moving everything. So as you can see, we got the trailer filled up with the mattress, the truck filled up to the brim, and we're gonna have to come back and do another round. But this is a great first pickup though. What's up, y'all? I can't even lie to y'all, it is currently the next day. I'm not gonna lie, once we started moving everything, we kind of found like a rhythm with everything. It only took 2 trips, but it was like, I kind of got locked in and my little brother was helping me, so he couldn't record like with the camera. So I most definitely forgot to record the footage. And then too, I didn't want to put all her personal business out there. I didn't want to like, you know, show the spot, you know, all that good stuff. That'd be for a different video, you know, save some content for y'all later. But yeah, I want to wait till her place is all, you know, put together, all nice, just so, you know, we can present her a certain way. We don't want to, you know, have it all messy and stuff. But regardless, that's my bad, y'all, for not getting back to y'all. But I most definitely want to give you guys a actual outro rather than just ending the video with the moving stuff. So yeah, everything was successful yesterday, man. I was able to do a lot. I accomplished a lot. And then even me and my boy Alex, we went out to Valpo about like 40 minutes where we at, and we were able to get some content. So it was a very eventful day. I got moving content. I got just credit content, like for like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. And then he got some flat lays for his brand and some basic reels and stuff. But yeah, it was a very eventful day. I was able to accomplish a lot, and that's why I love like not having to do blue collar work, because construction is literally like my 9 to 5. Like, although I did some construction work yesterday, I was still able to accomplish a lot. I was able to help my grandma, my girl's sister, and then also be able to get content for myself and edit and record some content. Like, it was just such a good, productive day. So I most definitely want to leave the construction side just because of that aspect. But I mean, it was a good day. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. But yeah, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all like seeing like my day-to-day, kind of like, just seeing like how I operate on a day-to-day and how it is to be a full-time entrepreneur, and make sure that I start picking up this camera a lot more. I know I've been slacking with the YouTube videos. I got a lot of stuff in the works. Like I said, and earlier in the vlog, I got that ATL trip. Oh, I got videos on videos on videos I'm gonna release on y'all for that. But like I said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me for more content. And yeah.